Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and we've driven up to the Maze Bank offices today in my Grotti Furia, don't you know? Because we're going to go ahead and continue trying to complete my Grotti collection, don't you know? Okay, so let's go on inside then, shall we? Okay, jolly good. Now I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak to my secretary. She encourages children to fly kites in thunderstorms, you know. At my behest, admittedly, but she still goes ahead and does it, and it is rather amusing, I must admit. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to discuss electrocuting children today. We're here to discuss the Grotti Bestia, or Bestia, or whatever the hell it may be called. And the Grotti Bestia, ladies and gentlemen, can be found under the legendary motorsport website. And there we go. Okay, now it's sort of coming in about halfway down the page, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's been out for some time, you know. And okay, there we go. That's it. Jolly good. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Grotti Bestia retailing for $610,000, so it really is a bottom-end Grotti there, ladies and gentlemen, you know, and that's perhaps, something that we should keep in mind as we go through this test, you know. This isn't a sort of $1 million sports car, supercar. This is simply one of the lower end, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, we're going to send it all up to Hillcrest, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting there in the, oh my god, what's this, the Cheetah, I do believe this is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I think it is, you know. Okay, yes, it is the Cheetah. It's an okay car, not as good as the Turismo R, in my opinion, you know. Shocking handling. I sort of scuppered it there, haven't I? Dented. I can't imagine how that could have happened. Well, either way, so yes, here we are. We're at the office. No, we're not at the office. We're at the garage, ladies and gentlemen, and there we go. Okay, this is the Grotti Bestia, as we say, retailing for a price of $610,000. And what do we think of it? Well, you know what? It's kind of like a baby GTO, isn't it? You know, we sort of brought another one, wasn't it? The Carbonizer, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that's like a sort of a ladies' version of the GTO, one could say. And this is sort of like a baby version of the GTO, one could say. Okay, well, very interesting. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, sort of got that rounded back end, but the front of it has got harkings to that. What do I think of it? Not impressed, to be quite frank with you, but there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do like the GTO, don't like the back end on this, you know, gone rather wrong for my money. It sort of ruins the look of the whole car, but okay, never mind. We're going to check out the handling, ladies and gentlemen, check out the acceleration, and we're hitting cars, okay? So the acceleration up hill, ladies and gentlemen, scuppered. But we'll check out the handling. Whoops, a daisy hitting the side there, not a good sign, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and alright, we're coming down here, and okay, we seem to be doing an okay job. It's not exactly, it's not brilliant, ladies and gentlemen, it's not entirely sharp, but it's not bad either, you know. Okay, and let's have a look at the air. We're getting quite a bit of air there, aren't we? Okay, so we are sort of moving, and yes, we're going to hit a bloody lamppost there. Nice sodding hell. Oh well, never mind. Right, okay, so hit sodding hell. Right, hit another car. I will have a look at the acceleration, I suppose, and yes, I mean, this is the modified version, ladies and gentlemen. It does take a rather long time to get up there. The top end speed does seem to be shifting now, though, doesn't it? Let's be perfectly honest about these things. And the stability, ladies and gentlemen, yes, that back end will want to come away on you if you're not too careful. Yes, I'll just try that again. Yes, you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes, there we go. It's just a little bit of wiggling, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, as you can see, it came away. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. That sort of thing, you know, perhaps to be expected from a low-end car, you know. We've seen the sort of gee, I think on a lot of other cars as well, don't we? To be quite frank, that's what makes the supercars so super, you ladies and gentlemen. The fact that they are so very stable, or at least they should be. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're bringing on back to the Maze Bank offices, you know, and we're going to take on inside the custom auto shop and go ahead and perform the necessary upgrades and modifications. Okay, there we go. And like I say, ladies and gentlemen, this really is the only reason why I'm really purchasing this, you know, is because I'm trying to complete my my Grotti collection. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Grotti Bestia. What is that, B2 or something like that? I should have looked, but it's certainly a sports car, ladies and gentlemen. That should be pointed out. This is not a supercar, you know, this is a sports car. And like I say, we've taken all into the custom auto shop, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where we're going to have a look at the different modifications and upgrades that can be affected to this vehicle, should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed in order just to hurry things along somewhat, you know. And no one really wants to be sat around too long in somebody else's custom auto shop watching them modify their vehicle. But like I say, the whole purpose of this section of the video, ladies and gentlemen, is just to give you an idea of the prices and the modifications that can be sort of impacted to your vehicle. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, either way, like I say, what do we think of this vehicle? Well, straight out of the box, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much what you'd expect, you know, for $610,000. What can I say? Or for a Grotti for $610,000. It's got good handling, not brilliant, you know. It's okay, acceptable handling. Top end speed did seem to be going, ladies and gentlemen. Unmodified did seem to be going, you know. The stability, ladies and gentlemen, very, very, very dodgy there, you know, I'm afraid to say. Acceleration did seem to be lacking now, didn't it? But we didn't really get a good look at the hill line or along the straight because I kept hitting sodding cars, didn't I? So we're going to take it back on outside, ladies and gentlemen, now that it has been fully modified and upgraded, and see how she handles now. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Grotti Bestia, $610,000 has been fully upgraded across the board, and we'll see how she handles. Right, okay, acceleration. Right, okay, that's not bad now, is it? Let's be honest about things. Okay, so it got there quite quickly, right? Handling had to come to a heavy stop around that corner, you know, you didn't want to dare put it around at speed because of that back end. Okay, so we're sort of moving on down here. Top end speed does seem to be shifting, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up to that bottom right hand corner, and this will really have a look at the handling. Okay, we've got a car on the road end. Okay, not too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. You know, as long as you sort of brake before the corner there, you don't risk putting the back end out, you know, you can get round in good form. It's just a matter of, oh, sodding hell, right, okay, bloody hell, right, oh, sodding hell, right, I've clipped someone as well. Right, went horribly wrong there, didn't, ladies and gentlemen? Now I've hit a sodding car, and I go, bloody hell, right, okay, what a fracas, ladies and gentlemen, absolute fracas, you know? Either way, sodding hell, right, I'm going to go and try and avoid all these other cars. We're going to try this bottom left-hand corner, not at top speed now, unfortunately, and yes, that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. If you try too fast, the back end's going to come round on you, and you're going to have to try to control it. Either that, ladies and gentlemen, or drift it, you know? I think this might be a drift car, and yes, I didn't do a very good job of it there, yes. So if you're a good drifter, ladies and gentlemen, this car might well be for you, you know. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to brake heavily before the corners and watch that back end that's going to come round on you. Okay, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see what she can do down in a straight line, you know. We're going to take up to the top speed test track, you know. This is where we put all the other vehicles down, just to give you an indication. What we consider to be a kind of competitive time is about 53 or 54 seconds. That's the kind of time that something like the Bugatti Zentorno can do it in, which really is in a sort of similar price bracket, ladies and gentlemen. $725,000 for that particular vehicle. So, okay, this is $610,000. Let's have a look what the Grotti Bestia can do with him. Okay, 56.892. Yes, well, I mean, it's over the minute mark, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? But it's not exactly a competitive time. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, it's under $1 million. But then again, it's not very not a far price from the Bugatti Zentorno. So what do we make of that? You know? Okay, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, we're gonna have a bit of a Grotti fest today. You know, a bit of a Grotti off. We're gonna put the Bestia up against its other siblings. You know, so we're gonna start at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, with the Grotti Turismo R. $500,000 for this, ladies and gentlemen, you know, going up against the Grotti Bestia at $610,000, and Mr. Raccoon running to the back of me there, as you saw, and yes, now he's miles and miles behind me, and so, okay, that does sort of look like, yes, the $610,000 Bestia, on that lap, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take down the Turismo R, but of course, Mr. Raccoon did go into the back of me there. We're not really particularly happy with that as a run, so we're going to take another pop at it, ladies and gentlemen. We do multiple laps for these vehicles, you know, just to make sure we're getting consistent results, and that obviously wasn't a particularly good run. Okay, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're putting around the second lap. Hopefully Mr. Raccoon won't go into the back of me now. We'll have more of a clean look at it, and he is going rather wide there. Okie dokie, and I'm getting around the corner ahead of him, I think, and right, okay, there we go, right, and he's struggling to get alongside me, isn't he? Yes, okay, right, actually not struggling, so right, and what the bloody hell, right, okay, he took a rather shocking bounce there, right, okay, and was taking it right down to the line, ladies and gentlemen. Bloody hell, right, okay, I think we can pretty much agree that's a draw, ladies and gentlemen, but we're not satisfied. We're not getting a clean run at all yet, you know. Mr. Raccoon running to the back of me and bouncing over things and all sorts, and so we're going to give it a third go, ladies and gentlemen. So this is still the Grotti Turismo R, $500,000, $500,000, ladies and gentlemen, up against its slightly bigger sister, at least, the Grotti Bestia, you know, at $610,000. We've had a couple of faulty laps, faulty goes at it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see what happens here. Yes, and on this occasion, it does seem that the Bestia is significantly in the lead there, ladies and gentlemen. We may, right, bloody hell, right, okay, right, so now about that then, the Grotti Turismo R came alongside it right at the end. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what do we make of that? I'd say that the Grotti Bestia can sort of take it in clean conditions. Okay, so next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have got the, what on earth we've got it? Oh, that's right, we've got the Grotti Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, we are having Grotti versus Grotti all the way today, except, of course, for the Picassi Zentorno. And this is the Grotti Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the slightly bigger sister to the Bestia, ladies and gentlemen. $650,000 for the Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen. We on this channel, Mr. Raccoon and I, we don't uphold it to be any better than the Turismo R. We say if you're going to buy a cheap Grotti, buy the Turismo R, and that's why, because we really don't rate the Cheetah, ladies and gentlemen. It came on much further behind, I'm sure you'll agree, than the whatever the hell it was called, the Turismo R. Okay, now we sort of do think, well, this car's doing all sorts of things, you know, it's sort of competing close down. We do think that the Grotti GT 500, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, it's quite a quick car. It is quite a classic car. Well, it's a very classic car, ladies and gentlemen. I own two of them, you know, because I like the styling so much. We did a worded impression, and we pulled it out recently. It impressed us, ladies and gentlemen. It had impressed us, and it turns out, yes, when actually stacked up against the current day counterpart, ladies and gentlemen, not worth the money. I believe it is nearly $1 million for that vehicle. So in racing pedigree, ladies and gentlemen, yes, of course, it's perhaps what you would expect. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. So we decide, you know, we're going to go right down the price scale now, ladies and gentlemen. This is yet another Grotti. This is the Carbonizer, ladies and gentlemen. Retailing for a price of $195,000. I believe it was actually $785,000, ladies and gentlemen, for the GT500. Like I say, $195,000 for the Carbonizer. Mr. Raccoon stopped to go ahead and put the roof up there, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. I should also point out that Mr. Raccoon driving all of the other vehicles. You know, his name is the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you should be able to go and find it. Why didn't go do that? It's got some rather good videos on there. Okay, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's sort of no surprise, really, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Carbonizer is sitting some considerable distance behind its bigger sister there. Okay, so what do we make, ladies and gentlemen? Well, so far, this Grotti Bestia, you know, is taking on all comers, isn't it? Let's be quite frank about these things. Taking down the Cheetah, the Turismo R, the GT500, and the Carbonizer. So now we're going to actually put it up against what we consider to be a competitive vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Picassi Zentorno, or Big Daddy Z, as Mr. Raccoon likes to call it, you know. Okay, and we're going to actually see how the Grotti Bestia stacks up against a really serious contender, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we consider to be a benchmark, you know. If a vehicle can't beat the Zentorno, we consider it to be sort of subpar, you know, because the Zentorno is really very fine, $725,000, and it can beat very, very expensive vehicles out there. And as you can see, it can beat the Grotti Bestia as well. Okay, well, it's got rather dark, ladies and gentlemen, hasn't it? So Mr. Raccoon, you know, he's decided to go in yes, he's going to put a flare on the top of his car, hasn't he? So this is the Grotti Italy GTO. Yes, another Grotti, ladies and gentlemen. It's what we refer to as the final masquerade. I think it's like $1,950,000, effectively $2 million, ladies and gentlemen, for the Grotti Italy GTO. What we consider to be the fastest car on the game, around the street, not necessarily down in a straight line, but in real terms, ladies and gentlemen, we consider it to be the fastest vehicle. And as you can see, that's why it's absolutely destroyed the Bestia there, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, the baby sister there, ladies. Oops, sorry about that, Mr. Raccoon. Yes, the baby sister there, ladies and gentlemen, destroyed by the Grotti Italy GTO, as we may well expect. So what do we think of it then, ladies and gentlemen? Is it worth the money? Well, Mr. Raccoon says yes. I say, you know, not entirely certain, really. I only really purchased it because I was completing that Grotti collection, don't you know? Not entirely certain otherwise. If it's worth the money, I'd say go get a bloody Zentorno or something like that. Turismo R, why not? You know, the Turismo R is a very fine car. Okay, didn't beat it, but he's got better handling, I think. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, he's not going to kill me because he likes it, and that's the end of the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and as always, thank you very much for watching.